Yo, what's up guys, I'm Fire here back with another video, and today we're going to be bringing you guys another defense I like to run and blitz in Madden 22. This is going to be kind of an unknown blitz. It's one that you don't really see online. I've seen a couple of people run it, but we're going to show you guys how to run it. It's a formation that, again, it's not going to be too popular. It's going to be off meta, so if you're running this, not a lot of people probably have prepared for this, know how to block it, things like that. But we're going to be in the 4-3 even 6-1 in the Chicago Bears defensive playbook. I do like this formation a lot. I feel like it offers a lot of adjustment diversity. It's kind of a weird look, kind of a nickel 3-3-5 wide type of look with the inside linebacker, and then you have these two outside guys, but you have 4 down linemen, hence the 4-3. So it is going to be just a little bit different, but it's going to actually help out with blitzes. Now, the play we're going to run is going to be a man blitz. We're going to run the one in the middle here, Sam Will blitz. You could run out of Mike Will blitz, but of course we want our Mike as our user, so we're going to blitz the Sam off the right side instead. But yeah, Sam Will blitz. You could actually probably run this blitz out of any other coverage. I just think man blitzes are easier to set up, especially for the lower level player. So we're just going to go ahead and run this Sam Will blitz, and we're going to hop into it against Gun Bunch. Now, before we get into the video, make sure you guys drop a big thumbs up, subscribe to the channel down below, and follow all of my links in the description to go ahead and stay updated on the channel. Now, you saw right there, I didn't even mean for Heineke to snap the ball because I didn't have my other controller set up, but you just see running at base, we actually get 2 people free. Literally did nothing, literally no adjustments. We just ran at base and we got 2 guys free. This is a 6-man protection versus a 6-man blitz. We get 2 guys free. Of course, the running back's going to be able to pick up on him. You also notice that we do get 3 guys because this D lineman ends up getting free, but that's neither here nor there. But yeah, I mean, I didn't even mean to snap the ball there, and you see we get it to work. Now, there's, of course, some other adjustments that we're going to do. We're mainly going to go into the 6-man protections. Most people, when you're blitzing 6, I mean, of course, when we're blitzing 6, it's going to get pressure against 5-man protection, so I don't even really need to show that. I will later maybe just audible to a 5 wide so you can see it, but of course, you're blitzing 6, you're going to get pressure on 5, so we're going to hop into 6-man blitz against 6-man protection. Now, what we're going to do first is I like to base the line. That's pretty much going to allow my user to be on the tight end instead of the running back. Because if you're running it like this and you're manned up on the running back, you do want to hover over here, which gives away the blitz. But it's going to be difficult to user a wheel route, for example. So that's the reason that we base the line. So you're going to base the line. Now the next thing we're going to do, and I've noticed better pressure, better consistent pressure this way, is you're going to shift your defensive line to this left side. So shift it to the left. And you're also going to go ahead and slant your defensive line to the left side. So just do those 2 adjustments, and that's pretty much going to be it. You're going to put your user in this hovered position, and that's pretty much going to be it. Again, on offense, we're going with a 6-man protection. We're going to snap the ball, and you notice we're going to get this guy off the left pretty much every single time. So this is just a guaranteed way to do it. Now, that first way we got pressure, again, no adjustments. I don't believe that's consistent pressure. I don't think it gets there consistently. This is going to be pretty dang consistent as far as getting Preston Smith off the edge on that left-hand side. Now, of course, Rashawn Gary, you're always going to have 1 free rusher, and the running back's always usually going to be able to pick up 1 guy, but being able to get 2, it's going to guarantee you pressure unless your opponent, of course, is going to max protect. Now, of course, with your user, you're going to want to run out there with the tight end. We did get bumped up, of course, but normally you'd be able to be out there and user him. Once again, the setup's going to be base a line, shift your defense of line to the left, slant to the left, and you can run this, of course, if the tight end's on the right, you just flip those adjustments. So if the tight end's on the right, you then shift to the right and slant to the right as well. Now, the key in this is getting some quick linebackers. Of course, your user, you want somebody quick here. We have Jalen Smith, who he's decently fast, but not really in this game. You have Rashawn Gary off the edge. So our guys really aren't that fast off the edge. In Ultimate Team, you can definitely get some faster guys. You can put middle linebackers there so you can get your guys like Deion Jones, whoever, Isaiah Simmons that you might want to use. But yeah, here's going to be your setup. We're going to go ahead and snap the ball again, and you see once again off the edge, very quick pressure. You saw I tried to throw the football there, and I didn't even have enough time to really throw it to our tight end. So overall, just a very, very good blitz. Now, we're going to try out something here kind of on the fly. I actually have not tried this out really, but we're going to go ahead and try blocking our tight end. So we'll throw A on a little delay fade. We'll put Y on a wheel route so that he is out. So let's actually see if this ends up working. Kind of labbing on the fly, and you see we actually get 2 people free. Now, for whatever reason, the delay fades, they're broken for some reason. This is day 1 on the patch, so this is on the new patch. But this is, I guess, what a 5-man protection looks when you're running the blitz. Of course, he rushes, or he blocks 5, you rush 6, and you're able to get 2 people free. So pretty much the same as the 6-man protection, only this time there's no running back to actually pick it up. So pretty simple stuff. I don't know why the delay fade just decided not to do it. You guys clearly saw we had the delay fade, so I guess we'll block our tight end here. Definitely weird. Not a good sign for the patch. It's my first impressions, first time actually getting into gameplay on the patch, and that is definitely not a good sign. But hopping into our adjustments again, this time we have him blocked. We'll throw McKissick on a little wheel route again, and this time it gets blocked a little bit. Of course, you can't really expect any blitz to work necessarily 100% of the time, but it's pretty dang consistent with how this works. And again, the most consistent way is to do it shift to the left that I've found. Maybe you guys have found some other stuff, maybe spreading your defensive line, and then just crashing up, which is a way I have ran it before, like this. But you see that clearly doesn't work. You rush 6 against 6 and he gets blocked. So that's why I like the shift to the left a little bit better. If we go to a 5-man protection, I believe you can run it that way where you spread your defensive line, you slant outside, and then you just go ahead, hover over here. I believe this gets pressure. We actually get 2 people there. So that is a way I like to do it against 5-man protections. But we've seen 5-man work with the shift to the left, and if he blocks his running back or tight end, you want it to the left side just in case so that you get pressure, because again, I block my running back, and then we try out this defensive line spread, slant outside type method. We snap the ball, and we still get pressure here, and again, you will get pressure running it this way, but I've just noticed that's more consistent. You could really run it both ways. They both work, and they're pretty much 2 different blitz setups out of the same formation, but they both are pretty successful. Showing the replay on this one, and you notice, again, we just kind of hover here for a little bit. You don't have to stand as long as I did, but we get 2 guys off the edge, and yeah, I mean, we also force a disengage, so we kind of get 3 people there against 6. Definitely nice there. Now, why do I run it out of man coverage? Now, man coverage is going to be the simplest. Hopping into like a cover 4, for example, you notice when you're running a cover 4, both of our outside linebackers are going to be on quarter flat, so that's just not going to set up for your adjustments well. Of course, you're not going to get pressure just rushing the 4 guys as you would, of course, expect. So if you want to run a bluff blitz, cover 4 is very good, but you can't really expect too much, too good of blitz, or too good of, I don't know what I'm saying, but you can't really expect too good of pressure when you're only rushing 4. So that's why you go with the bluff blitz. And yeah, Tampa 2, this might be where we can get a little bit interesting. You're going to blitz all linebackers, you're going to base a line, you're going to shift to the left, and you're going to slant to the left. So you can pretty much more or less complete or set up the exact same setup. Now, if I'm running this, I'm going to go soft squats, probably. I'm going to go soft squats, but this is where maybe some holes are opened up. You see, we still get the really good pressure. It's just he might have a couple of quick reads, and this is where not in bunch would help. So if he's in a spread, for example, and we go cover 2, it's going to be a lot more things open quickly, because you see when you're in cover 2, you base a line, you blitz all, you shift, whatever, something like this. You notice that something like a seam streak can be open, the outside will be open. If he's able to block your blitz, you're in big trouble, because now he has things open deep. You see, we still get pressure against spread. Like I said, this works against every formation, but if you're running zone coverage and he does happen to block it somehow, some way, maybe he has a good way to block this, I don't know, that's when you're in trouble. So it's usually safer just to stay in this blitz, this Sam Will blitz, and then if they audible to something like a gun spread formation, you're still in business, because none of those linebackers on the outside are going to be having anybody's responsibility. This is a situation where you're going to probably be on the user. So if the running back's on the left side, I still want to blitz off this left side, probably just to make it easier on my user, so I don't have to cover as much ground. Because, for example, if he's on a wheel route or something, we're able to run out there quickly, and you see we can, of course, still get pressure. And this is also a very heavy disengage defense. You notice we force a ton of disengages through a variation of these setups. Here you see one from Kenny Clark instantly. We also get Rashawn Gary off the edge, and we force whoever number 93 here into actually a looping animation. So number 93 here, if he's faster, he's getting there a lot quickly, but you notice how he just gets a loop. He doesn't engage with anyone. Of course, ideally, we get Preston Smith there. Unfortunate that we don't, but we end up ultimately still getting another free rusher. So, of course, in the situation, he blocks his running back, whatever, you're still getting pressure from at least one guy, which is all you can ask for at the end of the day. The blitz is going to be inconsistent because of how inconsistent the blocking assignments seem to be in this game, so you're not going to necessarily get the same result every time. But you've noticed out of the bunch, we got both edge rushers off against 6 when we went ahead, shifted to the left. Now, I do want to show you what it looks like to shift to the right against that spread, so we'll kind of hop into that just to see what it might look like. So we're going to shift to the right, which you can't even really slant to the right, I guess, that good, but we'll slant to the right, and you see we get only one guy. So I don't know what it is. I generally like just shifting to the left, slanting to the left a little bit better. For whatever reason, I feel like that's the best way to do it. You would think that to the right is the same. I actually want to see if these kind of look the same when you shift to the sides. They do pretty much look the same, so I'm not sure exactly what the reasoning behind that is, but I do like the left just a little bit better. That's on personal preference, and that's on, you know, how many times I've labbed this in practice mode and how many times we've actually ran it. So I would suggest that that's probably the best way to do it. Now, again, I wouldn't really get too adjusty out of this man coverage version of the blitz. I'll say that. I would generally just keep this 2-man under. I wouldn't press. If you want to move these guys a little bit inside, you can, but I wouldn't press. My cover 0. I don't want him to get anything off good. Now, of course, if he's going to max protect, the blitz is probably not going to work. It's not something that you can really complain about. We snap the ball, and you see we still get a free rusher, but the running back's going to pick him up. Now, sometimes you can force disengages. If you are able to get a disengage, usually it's going to be a guaranteed pressure, but generally if they block 7 to your 6 blitzers, you can't get too angry that they're going to go ahead and block your blitz. So it is what it is at that point. But let's show like a 5 wide just to show what it looks like with the 5-man protection just one more time. Let's just go to bunch here. Empty bunch. Never mind, I shouldn't have went to that because there's still a guy kind of in that tight end position. They actually haven't. Yeah, here's empty. Okay, so we're going to paste the line. Again, this one, I think probably the better way to do it is just to shift or spread your defensive line and slant outside. I feel like that's generally better. Again, I'm going to kind of stand here with my user. Ball is snapped. We're going to just go user, and there you see it. You blitz 6 against 5, you get 2 people. So if he's in like empty, or if he's never blocking his running back, you could just run it this way because there's not really a reason for me to shift at all when we can just run it like this, and we're going to get these 2 guys pretty much every time. Again, all I need to do is the key to this is getting this guy, the center's attention. When you're hovering in that gap, you see I immediately go back to user. I don't stand there for 3 minutes. I immediately go back to user. As long as we have his attention for, doesn't even take a long split second, you're able to get these 2 guys free, and boom, you're in business. So overall, really, really good. That's pretty much going to do it for the video. If you enjoyed, drop a big thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel once again down below. Let me know which videos you want to see in the comment section, and peace. I'm out of here.